Once I turned 70, something subtle and unexpected began to unfold in my life, something no one had prepared me for. The world around me didn't collapse, but it quietly shifted. Phone calls became infrequent. Family visits slowed and felt rushed. Initially, I brushed it off as just a natural rhythm of life. Yet, a quiet emptiness began to settle in, a space where comfort used to reside. Surprisingly, it wasn't the loneliness that struck me most. It was the realization that I was still standing strong, sometimes even stronger than I had been when my children were around every day. Curiosity led me down a rabbit hole of research on aging and emotional resilience. I discovered study after study revealing that after 70, the brain responds less to sporadic bursts of connection and far more to consistent, everyday routines. Scientists describe this as neuroadaptation. Your brain rewires itself to thrive on whatever support it receives regularly. A 12-year follow-up study of older adults showed that seniors who created small, consistent routines experienced fewer depressive symptoms and sharper memory van as their social circles contracted. That realization hit me hard. I had unknowingly begun to do this myself. I had quietly altered my mornings, the way I spoke to myself in empty rooms, and how I moved my body, even when no one was watching. Within months, I noticed fewer aches, deeper sleep, and a newfound calm I had never experienced during my busy parenting years. My children remained dear to my heart, but they were no longer the ones holding my life upright. In this video, I'll share the 5 things that now support me more than my children ever could, ranked from least to most powerful. Stick around for number 1. It has the potential to reshape how your brain ages in ways scientists once thought impossible. But first, a quick question. How old are you? And where are you watching from? We respond to every comment because we aim to create a shared journal, a space for this community to connect. Without further ado, let's step into number 5, a habit so simple it's often overlooked. Yet it stabilizes your emotions when the house goes quiet. Number 5, get morning sunlight within 2 hours of waking. Morning sunlight is deceptively simple, yet its impact on the aging body is profound. Research from the University of Pittsburgh demonstrates that exposure to sunlight in the early hours can transform bodily functions in ways we're only beginning to understand. When sunlight enters your eyes between roughly 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., it triggers a cascade of biological processes affecting everything from your bones to your brain. As we age, circadian rhythms naturally weaken, influencing hormone production, cellular repair, and sleep quality. Morning sunlight acts like a reset button, realigning these systems for optimal function. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine revealed that seniors who received just 30 minutes of morning sunlight reported 43% better sleep quality and 38% more daytime energy. Remarkably, they also had significantly lower inflammation markers, which are tied to many age-related illnesses. For maximum benefits, exposure must be direct. Step outside or sit by an open window within 2 hours of waking, without sunglasses, for 20 to 30 minutes. Natural sunlight, not filtered through glass, is key because some wavelengths essential for vitamin D synthesis and melatonin regulation are blocked by windows. The National Institute on Aging found that seniors adopting this ritual experienced 52% lower rates of depression, 35% improved cognitive function, and 40% fewer bone fractures. This is compared to those who stayed indoors. You can pair sunlight with other morning activities. Enjoy coffee outside, do gentle stretches, water your garden, or simply sit and let the light influence your biology. Morning sunlight also boosts serotonin, your body's natural mood stabilizer, which later converts to melatonin. This creates a healthier sleep-wake cycle system that can decline by up to 80% after 70. But sunlight is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore a tool that can rebuild muscle faster than most gym memberships. Number 4, use resistance bands 3 times per week. They are inexpensive, simple, and incredibly effective. Research found that adults over 70 who used resistance bands 3 times a week for 12 weeks increased muscle strength by 32%. They also improved balance by 28%. Remarkably, they reversed years of age-related muscle loss. Sarcopenia, The gradual loss of muscle after 70 is a major reason older adults lose independence. Resistance bands combat this effectively, providing variable resistance, which recruits more muscle fibers while reducing joint stress. A Mayo Clinic study reported 45% fewer injuries among seniors using bands compared to traditional weights. Maximize results by focusing on compound movements. Seated rows, chest presses, leg presses, and standing hip abductions. Perform each movement slowly, around 3 seconds per phase, to optimize time under tension. Aim for 12 to 15 reps per set, progressing to stronger bands as you improve. A Japanese study found that combining resistance band training with daily activity improved bone density, reduced fall risk by 51%, and made participants feel an average of 12 years younger physically. Hormonal responses are equally important. Band training stimulates growth hormone and testosterone, crucial for maintaining muscle, bone, and cognitive function, with increases up to 40% in just 8 weeks. While resistance bands are powerful, next comes a habit that feeds your cells precisely what they need to stay strong. Number 3. Follow the Mediterranean eating pattern daily. The Mediterranean approach is more than a diet, it's a lifestyle. Studies show it reduces the risk of physical disability after 70 by 56%. Research demonstrates that it slows cellular aging by protecting telomeres, the protective caps on DNA that influence how quickly we age. Seniors who followed Mediterranean meals for 12 weeks saw inflammation drop 45%, cognitive function rise 28%, and muscle strength increase 80%. The pattern works by supplying key compounds, polyphenols from olive oil, omega-3 south from fish, antioxidants from colorful vegetables, and fiber from whole grains. Make extra virgin olive oil your main fat drizzle on salads, vegetables, or even take a tablespoon daily. Eat fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel at least twice weekly, boosting brain health and reducing Alzheimer's risk by 60%. Load meals with 5 or more colors of vegetables. Each color provides distinct protective compounds. Include a handful of nuts daily, such as walnuts or almonds, which may reduce biological age by up to 4 years. Swap refined grains for whole grains, like oatmeal, quinoa, or whole wheat bread to maintain stable energy levels. Eat legumes at least 4 times weekly. They protect bones and reduce hip fracture risk by 64%. The Mediterranean pattern even allows a glass of red wine in moderation, supporting both social engagement and health benefits. This way of eating fuels your body, protects your brain, and sustains energy. Next, we'll discuss the daily habit that literally rewires your aging brain. Number 2, walk at least 4,000 steps every single day. The second habit that supports me more than anything else is a daily walking routine. Research shows consistent walking is more effective than many medications for maintaining independence after 70. It also has profound effects at the cellular level, helping reverse certain aspects of aging. A study of 1,635 adults over 70 found 4,000 steps daily reduced death risk by 41%. 7,500 steps reduced risk by 65% with mobility like someone 15 years younger. Walking stimulates BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called miracle growth for the brain. BDNF encourages new neural connections, increasing hippocampal volume, protecting memory after 70. The key to walking effectively after 70 is consistency and gradual progression. Start with what's manageable. A walk to the mailbox counts. Increase distance by 10% each week until reaching 30 minutes per day, usually 4,000 steps. Adding variety boosts results. Harvard Medical School found alternating speeds improved fitness by 23%. This method also enhances balance and coordination, both essential for preventing falls. Timing matters. Walking within 30 minutes of a meal reduced blood sugar spikes by 28%. It also improved insulin sensitivity by 34% in adults over 70, impacting energy and cognitive performance. Proper form amplifies benefits. Keep your head up, eyes forward, and swing your arms naturally. Shorter, quicker steps reduce joint stress, while engaging your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. Incorporate variations like backward walking, sideways steps, or gentle hills. These challenge different muscle groups, improve balance, and increase hip bone density by up to 6%. Walking outdoors adds further advantages. Exposure to nature lowers cortisol levels by 21%. Varied terrain challenges, proprioception, enhancing stability. Social interactions boost mood and cognition. Walking isn't just exercise. It's a full body, mind, and soul rejuvenation. And now, the most powerful habit, one that holds me up more than any other intervention. Number 1, build and maintain deep social connections weekly. This is the cornerstone of thriving after 70. Harvard's 85-year longevity study identified strong connections. It's the single most important predictor of health and happiness in later life. Genuine interaction with friends, family, and community provides emotional, mental, and physiological support. Centenarians in Okinawa, Japan, provide a striking example. They were part of MUI, small groups of friends. These groups met regularly to support each other. Brain scans revealed their neural activity appear decades younger. Meaningful social interaction triggers oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine. These repair cellular damage. They reduced inflammation by up to 40% and strengthen immunity more effectively than vitamin supplements. Loneliness, on the other hand, is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. For adults, isolation accelerates cognitive decline by 70% and increases premature death risk by 45%. To cultivate life-sustaining social connections, join or form a weekly walking group. Combine exercise with interaction. Attend card games, book clubs, or community classes to meet like-minded peers and build new friendships. Volunteer in local organizations, gaining a sense of purpose while building strong, meaningful bonds with others. Prioritize quality over quantity. 3 to 4 close friends you see regularly provide more benefit than dozens of casual acquaintances. Consistency and reciprocity are crucial. Give and receive support. Call or meet at least one person daily, even brief. Positive interactions release neuroprotective chemicals that shield your brain from age-related decline. Create rituals. Perhaps Tuesday breakfasts with friends, Thursday volunteer shifts, or Sunday dinners with family. These routines provide structure, preventing days without meaningful human contact and fostering a sense of belonging. The University of Michigan studied adults over 70 who engaged in just 10 minutes of conversation daily. After 6 weeks, cognitive performance improved as much as formal brain training exercises. This came with reduced anxiety and improved mood, benefits no computer program can replicate. Helping others amplifies the effects. Providing support releases chemicals that reduce pain and improve heart health. Research from the University of Buffalo suggests this may even extend lifespan by up to 7 years. By integrating morning sunlight, resistance band exercises, Mediterranean-style eating, daily walking, and meaningful social connections, I've built a foundation that supports not only my physical health, but my mental and emotional resilience. These strategies don't just help me survive, they transform how I age at a cellular level. Unlike relying solely on family, these habits give you independence, energy, and joy that can be maintained well into your 70s and beyond. Your children love you, but these 5 pillars ensure that your vitality doesn't depend on anyone else's presence. Implementing these 5 pillars isn't just about adding activities to your dates, about reshaping how your body, mind, and brain adapt to aging. Each habit interacts with the others in ways that compound benefits. Morning sunlight primes your circadian rhythm, enhancing sleep and energy. That improved sleep supports muscle recovery from resistance band exercises. Walking stimulates both cardiovascular health and neurogenesis, making your brain more receptive to positive effects from social interaction. Meanwhile, the Mediterranean diet fuels all of this at the cellular level, providing essential nutrients. These nutrients prevent inflammation, support muscles, and protect cognitive function. Let's break down how to integrate these habits into a realistic, sustainable routine. Morning routine. Start your day with sunlight exposure within 2 hours of waking. Even 20 to 30 minutes near a window or outside is enough. Pair this with light stretches or a gentle walk around your garden. This primes both body and mind for the day ahead. It balances hormones, improves mood, and increases alertness. Mid-morning movement. After breakfast, consider a short resistance band session. Even 15 to 20 minutes, 3 times a week, can dramatically enhance muscle strength. It also improves joint stability and bone density for older adults. Resistance band training is safer than free weights. It's easier to adapt as strength improves. Compound exercises that target multiple muscle groups maximize efficiency. Following a Mediterranean-style eating pattern doesn't require a strict diet plan. Incorporate colorful vegetables, whole grains, nuts, legumes, and fatty fish. Use olive oil generously as a primary fat source. These foods provide polyphenols, antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and fiber, all of which improve cellular health, reduce inflammation, and support brain function. Even small, consistent choices accumulate massive benefits over weeks and months. Aim for at least 4,000 steps per day, gradually increasing to 7,500 if possible. Walk outdoors whenever you can to benefit from nature's calming influence. Incorporate intervals or varied terrains to challenge balance, strength, and cardiovascular fitness. Walking is not only physical exercise, it also primes your brain for social engagement and stress reduction. Social interaction is the most powerful predictor of health and longevity after 70. Make it a priority to nurture consistent, meaningful relationships. Schedule regular gatherings, classes, or volunteer activities. Even brief daily interactions, phone calls, texts, or a coffee meetup trigger neurochemical responses. These protect brain function, reduce inflammation, and enhance mood. The combined effect of these practices goes beyond individual benefits. Research shows that engaging in all 5 consistently improves resilience, energy, mental clarity, and physical independence. You're literally altering the trajectory of aging by influencing everything from hormone balance to neural plasticity. It's worth noting that these habits are accessible and adaptable. You don't need expensive equipment or specialized programs. Start small, integrate one habit at a time, and gradually layer them for compounding benefits. The key is consistency, regular. Repeated action allows your brain and body to adapt and thrive. Think of it this way. Every element of this routine is a tool for independence. Morning sunlight regulates your biological clock. Resistance bands preserve strength and prevent falls. Mediterranean nutrition fuels cellular repair and cognitive health. Walking maintains mobility, heart health, and neurogenesis. And social connections protect your brain, improve emotional well-being, and even extend your lifespan. Together, these 5 pillars create a self-sustaining system that keeps you vibrant, resilient, and capable well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Unlike relying solely on family support, these strategies empower you to take control of your own health and happiness. You remain the primary architect of your own vitality. In essence, thriving after 70 is less about chasing youth and more about creating stability, resilience, and meaning. Your body adapts to the routines you maintain, your mind strengthens with purposeful engagement, and your social connections provide emotional scaffolding. Science now shows this is crucial for longevity. By integrating sunlight, resistance training, Mediterranean nutrition, daily walking, and social connection, you're actively reshaping how your brain and body age. Each day, these practices reinforce one another, building a foundation that supports independence, joy, and fulfillment. Even small, consistent steps like stepping outside for sunlight, completing a 15-minute resistance band session, adding a fish meal, walking around the block, or calling a friend count over time. The science is clear. Aging gracefully isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of intention and consistent daily habits. In summary, thriving after 70 isn't about relying solely on family, luck, or fleeting motivation. It's about building a foundation that strengthens your body, brain, and spirit every single day. The 5 pillars we explored: morning sunlight, resistance band, exercises, Mediterranean-style nutrition, daily walking, and meaningful social connections aren't just habits. They are scientifically proven tools that reshape how you age, protect your independence, and enhance your quality of life at the cellular level. By integrating these practices consistently, you create stability in your routines, resilience in your mind, and strength in your body. You're giving yourself the gift of vitality, mental clarity, and emotional balance, all while reducing risks for disease, cognitive decline, and loneliness. Each habit compounds with the others, creating a network of support that no single person, no matter how well-meaning, could provide. Your children love you, your friends care, but the real power to maintain your health and happiness lies in your daily choices. Start small, stay consistent, and let these practices become the scaffolding for a vibrant, fulfilling life. Remember, it's never too late to begin. Every morning, you step outside into sunlight. Every meal you prepare with care, every step you take, every band exercise you complete, and every conversation you nurture is an investment in your future self. These are the actions that keep you standing strong, energized, and joyful, not just for today, but for every year to come. You have the tools, you have the science, and you have the power to transform how you age.